Hey, are you the reason that your fantasy league group chat is muted? I'm calling you out today. So it's time to get locked in. Welcome everybody to the first edition of Locked In. I am your host, Locke, and after a long 2.5-year hiatus, I'm finally back. And what better time than fantasy football season? Yeah, right now, mock drafts, they're being conducted in almost every league. Group chats are buzzing, vibes are high. Now look, I've been out of my fantasy league group chat for about 7 months now because as excited as I am for it, these fantasy managers, they can be extremely toxic. So today, on the first edition of Locked In, we're counting down the top 5 most toxic fantasy team managers. Let's get the toxicity started, shall we?
All right, fantasy footballers have told me exactly who to pick and who you should keep the rest of the season. Christian McCaffrey. Okay, got him. All right, who's next? T. Higgins. T. Higgins. Yes, I got him. Okay, T. Higgins is off the list. Hype train is about who? Oh, Peyton Barber. That's right. Let me get him. Oh, I like that team. I'm sticking with them all year. What is this guy talking about? I don't want to trade any of these guys. Oh, well.
Yeah, the draft and hold guy. This guy sucks. Look, the draft and hold guy, he may not be the most toxic fantasy manager, but he sure is the most frustrating. Yeah, the draft and hold guy. Mediocre draft, never trades, never picks up anybody off of waivers, but somehow he's got 1 or 2 guys that could absolutely carry a contender. You send him a couple trade offers, what does he say? No, bro, I'm good. I'm gonna push through this. Bro, you're 0-5. You're not pushing through anything. Make a trade. I'm not really sure what the draft and hold guy's trying to do, but he sure treats his team like a savings account. No matter how hard you try, bro, you're not gonna gain interest on these players. And that's why the draft and hold guy, yeah, he comes in at number 5 today. Look, as much as we despise the draft and hold guy, the Tradeaholic comes in a step higher because this guy is straight up annoying. This guy sends me DMs like it's Tinder. Hey cutie, what you up to? You want to talk trade? No bro, it's 7 a.m. I have to get ready for work. And this guy has the nerve to switch things around the second you say no, right? Oh, well, it's all right. I didn't want that piece of trash anyway. I'll see you in the consolation playoffs. What just happened? The worst part about the Tradeaholic is that his tactic works. Eventually, one person in your league is gonna cave. And like the great Michael Scott says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that's why the relentless, over-caffeinated Tradeaholic pours his way into the number 4 spot today. Now, let's hop into number 3.
Babe, what are you doing? It's 3 a.m.
Sorry, babe. I just gotta pick up a couple free agents before everybody else does, so.
Ah, yes, the early bird. Up by 3 a.m., by 3:05, this guy's picked up 6 players, dropped 4 of them, and then he stole one of the sleepers that you had queued up before your alarm clock even went off. Look, I respect the hustle. But this is also the same guy that hasn't made a championship game since Bush was in office. Yeah, buddy, what are we doing? And that's why the early bird rises to number 3 on the list today. Now, let's hop into number 2.
Bro, your team is so bad. Like, how are you even winning games this year? Who the hell is Noah Brown?
Dude, that guy's gonna be a sleeper.
I listened to a podcast. They said that he's going to be the next guy for Washington. Bro, your team is straight trash.
Still got a play left. It's
You're
good.
down by 12 points. Like, you're not going to win. Like, it's the last play of the game. So,
I don't even think your boy's out there. He's like fourth string. Just knock it down. Caught. Noah Brown. Mother. The lucky guy. Yeah, this guy will make you question reality itself. You watch this guy draft, and you wonder if he's even watched football before. Starting players on bye weeks, you got 4 guys in your lineup that are on IR, and yet this guy wins every single week. You end up losing because this guy's kicker goes for 20. That backup running back that he picked up off of waivers earlier in the week, yeah, he drops 40. And your stud wide receiver that you spent all that draft capital on, yeah, he fumbles the ball at the 1 yard line for the game. Unfreaking believable. Look, the lucky one is not good at all, but this is the guy that makes the playoffs every single year. We don't get it. Yeah, look, us fantasy football players that have been doing this for a while, we love to believe that there's no luck involved. It's all just skill. That's why the lucky one comes in at number 2 today, alongside that golden horseshoe that he has sticking out of his ass. Now, before we hop into the number 1 video today, I just want to thank everybody for watching the video. If you're appreciating what you're seeing, drop a like.
Do it.
Comment below what your top 5 would be.
Do it.
And share this video with every single person you know.
Do it.
Now, without further ado, let's get into the number 1 most toxic fantasy manager. There you have it, folks. Your league champion is number 1. We don't play fantasy football for the golden trophy at the end of all of this, or the shiny WWE style custom belt with your team's logo plastered all over it. That is so awesome. No, we play for bragging rights. 365 days of unlimited toxicity. Unsolicited at that. You're allowed to say whatever you want in the group chat and nobody can say a thing. Sure, this guy thinks that his banner is being hung in the rafters and that all the other league managers need to bow in reverence when he walks by. But at the end of the day, he's earned it. We should all strive to be as toxic as this guy, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. This is why your league champion claims the number 1 spot today on the list. Now, that's going to wrap up this edition of Locked In. If you felt attacked, perfect. It's self-awareness. Don't worry. If you know somebody like this, you need to send them this video immediately. And if that person is you, hey, take a deep look this season and maybe tone it down a little bit. Just a little bit, though. You got to keep it interesting. And as always, stay ready, stay toxic, and stay locked in.